Nate here. Quick message before we dive into our start of the semester. I wanted to cover a couple of things as far as the layout of the course. So being an online course, how you interface with the course is really central to your experience of the course. So I use modules. I know that you're also probably in other online courses, and instructors' design can vary a lot from one course to the next. So you might have other courses that are a lot more elaborate in their look. I find value in having it easy for you to navigate through the course. So my structure is pretty simple, and your default view is always the modules view. And the modules are laid out by what you're doing each week of the 17 weeks of the semester. There's some other modules, such as the Start Here module and other modules that aren't related to a specific week. But other than that, everything is set up by modules. So know that that's how we do things. Within your default home view, which is the modules view, you'll see menu links on the left of your screen, and that includes the modules view, the syllabus, announcements, grades, Confer Zoom, and Google Drive. Let me hit on each of those real quickly. Modules is your default view, and in each weekly module, you'll see a resource page and the assignments underneath that. There's a syllabus menu link. The syllabus menu link provides you some other information on resources for the college, like tech support and things like that that can help you. And as you scroll down in the syllabus page, you'll see a link to the full syllabus, which is the big 8-page syllabus with all the due dates and additional information about communication, etc. So skim through that. The best place to look for your due dates are in the weekly modules. The syllabus menu view also contains down at the bottom a list of all the assignments that are due, what their point values are, and their due dates. So that's a handy place to cross-reference and see what's coming up. But your modules view with each week will always show you what is due that week. So if something varies between what I have listed on the syllabus and what's in the Canvas modules, Canvas is the correct due date. Quick note on due dates. Being an online class, I have things set up so that you typically have a discussion due on a Wednesday and everything else due on a Sunday. Now, as the weeks progress, we might have just things due on Sunday. But for the first couple of weeks, just to confirm who's active and enrolled in the course, the first couple of discussions can have a Wednesday due date, and then everything else, like quizzes, larger assignments, are due on Sunday. Bottom line, know that you always have something due Sunday of each week in the course. Don't wait until the last minute. So I would encourage you to look at things by Friday, have a plan, get them done on Saturday, and then maybe polish them up and submit them on Sunday before midnight hits. Announcements. Announcements are where that's where I communicate what's going on with the course. Typically, there'll be a recap after an assignment's been graded, hitting some highlights. Also, here's what's coming up this week piece, and just general announcements about the course from an administrative standpoint. Make sure that you're getting those announcements to your email, and if not, you need to go into Surf and update your email address, which is what you do when you register. I can't actually do that for you, but if you have questions on that, if you're not getting the announcements, send me a message and I'll send you the links to the tutorials on how to do that. The gradebook. Please check the gradebook often. Typically, I have things graded within 48 hours to up to a week. In the syllabus, it says up to a week from after they're submitted. And check your grades there. So once things are graded, you have a few days to look at that and dispute if there's any grade that doesn't make sense or if I missed something. And then after that, that grade is cooked and booked. And I don't really go backwards on work that's been submitted. Like if it's week 12, you're like, I want to revisit the week 2 assignment and do some forensic accounting on that. I don't really do that. So you have, I believe in the syllabus, it says up to a week after something's submitted to dispute or question that grade. Extra credit. I typically don't do much extra credit online other than I'll have extra point values for submitting some work. It might be a discussion assignment that's written, and I'll give you the option of, hey, if you want to submit it as a video, I'll give you 5 extra credit points on that. So look for those. That's how I address extra credit, is little extra bonus points on assignments throughout the semester. What I don't do is a large extra credit assignment at the end of the semester if you are not passing the class, which you're not going to have that issue, to boost your grade up, because I'd have to offer that to everybody, and that is essentially me grading a whole nother assignment for everybody in the class, and that's extra work, and I don't do that. So look for the extra credit opportunities during the semester on the existing assignments if you submit in a different format. Confer Zoom is also shown as a menu link. That is for me to schedule video chats with you. So that's where you will go if I've scheduled a call with you. You'll probably also get an email from me with a link. You can click on that link and go directly through there. It's not something where you would go in and actually book time on your own. It's something that I do. But that's there for you to go in when you want to do calls with me. And those are always scheduled in advance. So we would communicate via email, we'd book some time, and then we'd jump on to Confer Zoom for that live video call. And then Google Drive. Google Drive is there as a menu link, so if you want to integrate so that basically your Google Drive and those documents drop directly into Canvas, and you don't have to do the extra step of saving it as a PDF and uploading that into Canvas. You have that. So the first time you use Google, you have to integrate it with Canvas, and that's what that link kind of shows you how to do. So what is bulletproof as far as submitting your work? Submit them as PDFs. So create it as a Word or a Google Doc and then save as a PDF and submit that. I can always open those. If you're on something else, working on a tablet, if you're on a Mac, then saving as a PDF ensures that I can always open that document. All right. Let's see, as far as due dates, again, I talked about things due Wednesday and Sunday. And then the last item is discussions. Your first couple of discussions, you're just going to be posting to the entire class. And then you get to choose which students you reply to. And the discussion will ask for you to reply to at least 1 or 2 students. And you can do that generally to anybody in the class. But then after week 2, what I will do is lump you into small groups for your discussion replies. And you will work in that small group all semester long, not to do your work, but as far as providing feedback on other people's posts, you'll do that in a small group format. So it's not just a shotgun approach. You can kind of have some deeper feedback, which will include things like you actually posing a question to the folks in your group. This was the discussion, and this is the questions that we were asked to answer. But I also had another question for my small group, and that would be part of your reply within your small group. So in the first couple of discussions, you're going to introduce yourself, tell me as much as you can about yourself, where you work, what your interests are, and that helps me lump you up into small groups for your future discussion replies. And there'll be more information about that. Okay, and the last thing again, ZTC course, zero textbook cost, no book. No book. There is a online education, open education resource, digital book, if you will. What you're going to use, and the way I want you to kind of digest material in this course, is each week go to the resource page for that week. When you open that resource page, one of the first things you're going to see are video lecture slides posted in YouTube, and it's me covering key topics for that week. And there are slide timing markers listed below that video that tells you, here's when I talk about the promotional mix, or here's when I talk about reference pricing. So there's a title slide in the video that says reference price, and you know that I'm now talking about that subject. And it tells you in the bullet lists below the video, embedded video, where that shows up in the video. So you can scroll around and find those key topics. Or you can just listen to me and my scintillating personality through the entire presentation, whatever suits you. But that helps you have a more focused strategy as you digest these videos. And of course, you would also want to have the study guide in front of you as well. So you can have a couple of browser tabs open. You're going to have the study guide up, and you can look at that and say, what am I going to get quizzed on this week? Okay, here's the terms. Let me go find them in the video. And 90% of them will be in my video. And if not, you might have to look at some other resources on the resource page, or perhaps do some outside Google searches, etc. for that. But pretty much the videos cover most of what you need for your quizzes, and that also helps you with completing discussions and written assignments. Okay, I think that's it. So again, modules view, not super fancy, but my goal is to have easy navigation for you to get through the course, and it's consistent each week. So any problems with navigation, course access, general questions, concerns, etc., please reach out. I'm here to serve you. I look forward to meeting you all officially next week when we kick off on the 19th. Thanks for listening. Bye-bye.